Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining in. If you enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe and drop a comment if there's any projects you'd like me to look into. I've not done a video in a bit. There was a lot going on in my life. That small cat that I was looking after for friends passed away. Um, so that was quite a big loss for me. And then I've been having ups and downs with the trading. Unfortunately, that Rogerpad that I shared, I feel I need to just voice my opinion on it. I think the project had great potential, and it definitely taught me a lesson in taking profits. At one point, the token holdings I had were worth over $3,000, and unfortunately, due to the actions of the founder, I had to cash out for only $500. So I definitely learned a lesson in taking profits. I traded it well, and I took profits at the top, but then every time it dipped, I was putting all the profits back in. So learn a lesson from that mistake of mine. It's okay to buy the dip, but if you took profits at the top, don't put them all back into the same project. Rather diversify into some other projects. Shout out to Delicium, AGI is the token ticker, because all the losses I've made, Delicium's over 10x up from December. Shout out to Fire Hustle. Anyone that wants to look into this, you can go check it out. It's an AI play called Delicium. I just thought I'd share that. Rogerpad had a lot of potential. Unfortunately, the developer is very arrogant, which can be a good thing, but it was a slight red flag for me. And then he kept changing the goalposts. So you needed to hold 5 million tokens to get into the Alpha Club. And then he suddenly said, no, but then you need to buy 2 NFTs. And then he put the NFTs on fucking Polygon, and you had to buy it with Matic, and it's a Solana fucking project. And I get the launchpad's going to be on various networks, but it was quite sad to see how the goals kept changing. And then the next thing that really irked me was that from the start he said it was a 1-to-1 airdrop of Roger version 1 to version 2. And the first reason I got kicked from the group the first time, I should have just not invested when that happened, because I asked him, if you investing your own money to create this launchpad and you're going to launch version 2 on the launchpad because the version 1 isn't proper because it doesn't have tax and all that shit, what was the point of the version 1? And he said, no, it's to get initial holders and you get a 1-to-1 airdrop of the version 2. Then suddenly he did a website update and he said, no, the sole value of your version 1 will be allocated to the, you'll get the version 2 tokens of the sole value of your version 1. So to me, as a holder, that's not a benefit whatsoever. Because the people that then sold the tops of the version 1 can buy into the pre-sale for a higher value than those of us that like put in our hard-earned money to get the 5 million tokens, which is unfortunate because I had 2 projects that I was hoping to launch tokens through Rogerpad with, but there are many alternatives. I'm not sure why JP feels like he's doing something that didn't exist before. And I hope the project does well for those still invested in it. For JP, I hope that he sees that his arrogance and need for his ego to insult other people. He seems to insult other people to make himself feel better, which I don't see a project succeeding with that sort of mentality. The final red flag for me was when he started saying, I'm putting so much money into this and I'm wasting money testing the launchpad, and then shared a DevNet token that he created and said, yeah, he spends like 6 Sol or whatever, 6 to 8 Sol every time he tests it. But DevNet tokens are free. So for anyone that doesn't know that, no one in the group questioned it. I was banned from messaging, so I couldn't fucking say shit. But he's bragging about spending money when it's free DevNet tokens. And he keeps saying there's going to be whales in the project, but they never come. The fact that I hold some of not the most holdings, but some of the higher percentage of the holding, and I'm a small fish, should have been a big concern of mine. But enough of the negative. I don't think enough people talk about the roller coasters we go through. It's tough to lose money. It's hard to hold when you're gaining, but you never know when it's going to drop. I should have sold, but how can I go back a month's time and tell myself, hey, the developers are going to totally change the goalposts and piss everyone off in the group, and tell people that had like 4% of the supply, fuck you, sell it. I don't give a fuck about you, and like my project will still succeed. He kicked the only people that were really supporting the project. So that for me, I'm not sure. I wish I knew that sooner. I should have seen that his arrogance was a massive red flag. And he's a bullshitter. He wants more holders, so he tells his holders to make more wallets. That doesn't get you more holders. That just gets you more wallets holding your token. So that was quite sad. But I found two very cool plays on Solana. And for those with some liquid in Ethereum, I've got something cool for you to check out. So I thought I'd share that. That's enough of a ramble of the negativity. Life been handing me lemons left, right, and center, and I'm just trying to put my head down and stay focused. Unfortunately, thanks to Roger and Yotoshi, I'm in a bit of a loss. I still believe in Yotoshi all the way. I'm still holding my Yotoshi. But unfortunately, the token's like been really just been going down, and I bought all the way up, so that wasn't such a smart move. In the first 48 hours, if I had cashed out and bought this dip, I would have been doing fairly well for myself. But unfortunately, you don't know. So definitely take profits, guys. It's cool to hold some of your bag, but try and get your initials out as soon as you can. It's sad. I mean, I sold Myro for 2.something million at 2.something million market cap, and it's over 300 million now. So there's that other side of the equation that you could sell and then it runs, but you have no idea whether it's going to run or not. So this is the first one I checked out. It's called SolCard. Ticker symbol is SolC. I bought mine on Dex Screener. I'm not sure. It uses Jupiter and Radium, but I'm not sure where they have the liquidity at the moment. This is too cool. Sorry. Because it's an online card with no KYC that you can fund with Solana. I personally haven't used it. So disclaimer, I have not used the card. And the people sharing that they've used it, I do not know them. But I do feel that this is something that was much needed in the ecosystem. And should it take off, it could do really well. You essentially load it up, I think the minimum 0.5 Sol, and then you get a card. Last night, after I went to bed, I see that they successfully got it linked to PayPal. So you can link it to your PayPal. I saw people paying their Google accounts. Some people paid some things on Amazon. So, I mean, that's quite cool. So no annual fees. Unlike most cards, SolCard doesn't have any annual fees nor hidden charges. Automatic conversion, deposit Sol on your card and have it deposited on your card as USD all within a few minutes. I mean, how amazing is that? Like, we can finally have there's been many of these options, but this is quite cool because it's Solana based, no KYC, which is amazing for people such as myself that don't have such good standings with the system. There is a fee when you top up. I think it's 5%. But I stand to be corrected on that. Make sure to check it out. They added an AI bot for support. There wasn't support initially when you launched. And this is what I'm looking forward to. I don't hold enough to get it, but for those that do hold enough, I think it's really cool. They're doing a revenue share. So anyone I think that owns over 5 Sol worth will get a revenue share. So let's have a look. The first one's going to be today. So get some Sol if you want some Sol C. So eligible wallets must hold 0.1% of the total token supply. Okay, so it's changed. They were originally going to do it at 5 Sol, but they've changed it now based on the percentage of the supply, which sucks because as the price pumped, I was hoping to be able to get 5 Sols worth. So that's not such a nice adjustment to see happened. Because if the price went up, apologies, I'm not sure why I'm yawning so much. As the price went up, I was hoping to be able to get some of the revenue share, but they've changed that. So just have a look at the project if you'd like to know. If you need to use your Solana and buy real world things, or pay for your YouTube subscription so you don't get any adverts, I think SolCard is definitely one to look at. The website is solcard.cc. This is the chart. It's been moving between 5 and 10 million since I found it. I do hold some. I'm in a little bit of a loss, I think, at the moment. Or it's around break even, I would say. But this project does look like it has some good long-term potential. The next one is a new DEX. So we've all had troubles with Radium. We've all probably lost some good entries or some fucking good exits. I tried to exit a project yesterday and the TX failed. I lost a good amount of money when that TX failed. So here's SolarSwap. This is going to be a new DEX aiming to be a shitload faster than the other DEXs on Solana. So it's an automated market maker operating on the Solana blockchain, harnesses the power of central limit order book to facilitate blazing fast trading, shared liquidity, and innovative yield generating capabilities via SolarSwap. Lightning speed UI, the Radium UI is fucking shit. SolarSwap offers the fastest UI transaction submissions by over 7 times than all other DEXs. There is no more need to undercut your trading speed when trading on Solana. Anti-MEV. SolanaSwap comes with its own anti-MEV RPC, which is exclusively for holders of Solar. This RPC ensures traders on the swap won't be attacked by trading bots. I had a Yoto trade, I think I put like 5 Sol in, and I got sandwiched by a bot. So I lost like 10 to 20%, I think, on the trade, because someone sniped it and then dumped on me. Cheapest open market fees for developers. Instead of paying the regular market price of 2.8 Sol for open market on Solana, users can now pay 1.5 Sol via SolarSwap. This is 45% discount from normal market rates for new market when creating a liquidity pair. Could be something for me to look into for when I launch my Noble Network token. Anyone that's interested in getting some Noble Network token, make sure to get a Noble NFT. I've got the genetics and the extracts ones out at the moment. The genetics airdrop has already been locked in, so there will be no more Noble Network tokens for people that buy those now. For anyone that bought in the first 2 years of the collection being launched, which is a long time to give back to early adopters, they all will get shares of the Noble Network token. Noble Extracts is still open, and I've got 2 other collections coming fairly soon. But make sure to check that out if you want to have a piece of the Noble Network pie when it's released. So SolarSwap seemed like a legit one. I saw it on the trending on Dex Screener, but they've been around. I saw a lot of popular people sharing them. They've just released the token, so they're in this core development stage at the moment. I have not tried the swap yet. I did see it is available, but I have not tried the swap as of yet. But it looks like a good project to get into. I think the tokens are going to have governance abilities. I haven't read too much into this, but it looks like a solid project. Let's see what they got planned for 2026. Expanding the reach of SolarSwap to global markets such as Nasdaq and LSE, London Stock Exchange, I would guess. Collaborating with regulatory bodies to ensure compliance where needed. Become a leader in decentralized finance on Solana blockchain. So they got massive goals, clearly. Let's check what their latest posts are. So that's the SolarSwap launch. It launched yesterday sometime, 6 p.m. Swap is trending on SolScan search bar. That's quite cool. That was 4 hours ago. Application for listing on CoinGecko for SolarSwap. Ticket ID they've shared. That's quite dope. They're making moves. I don't see this one being a failure of a project. Whether the price goes up or down, who knows? But this does look like one of those projects that will be for a while. So make sure to pack your bag, but always do your own research and don't invest what you can't afford to lose. That is definitely one of the biggest aspects of crypto, because none of us know where this is going. This could be at 30 million tomorrow, but it could also be at 1. So we could lose our money, we could gain our money. But SolarSwap on Solana is looking hot for me at the moment. I quite like where it's going. I like the price point at the moment. I would have loved to have got in down here somewhere, but that wasn't the case. I hold a little bit of this at the moment, and I think it could be a good one to go with. Booby is now number 1 trending. I would not probably buy that. I did some degen trades, but like, man, these shit coins, you really need to play it so damn well. I made profits on 2 of the tokens, but 3 of the tokens practically went to naught. So don't fuck around with this shit. I wanted to recover some of the losses from that Roger fuck up. Like, dead ass fuck JP. Like, he's just such an asshole. I try to help the project. Anyone that came with a normal question, he would insult them and attack them and tell you you're not intelligent, say you can't read. And so, like, man, I feel like more of a fool for holding his tokens than the fool he said I was, which is a tricky one. But be careful when trading shitcoins. You have no idea where they're gonna go. It is cool to check these trending projects, but man, this isn't actual trending shit. They just pay for it. Ping is one I made some money on, not much. 39 million. See, so now if I didn't sell this one, I could have made some money. I sold down here somewhere. But I sold it because you have no idea where it's going, and I have no regrets. The only thing I have regret about is selling Solana last year, September. That I don't think I'll ever recover from that fucking setback. I'll get back to where I was at, but man, fuck. That was keeping that one could have been solid. Cool. Then just before I end off, for those of you that have some liquid on Ethereum and are willing to get into a project that's got potential, do your own research. I've not looked into this. A friend of mine just told me to check it out. He's QCK2K. He put me onto Roger, and initially it was a good project, but unfortunately a lot of us lost some money. But he put me onto this. It looks like it's a solid one. I don't play with Ethereum too much. Delicium is actually the only thing I have on Ethereum, and it's locked into staking, so I hope it keeps running for another 200 days. But what this EEFI Finance is planning to check out their website on eefi.finance. From what I can see, you buy their token and they use a unique yield strategy, and they basically make a hedge against the various crypto. So during the bull or bear, where the price goes up or down, they hopefully have their algorithm and strategy set right, that their token continues to climb in value. So we take a different balanced approach to finding and creating yield opportunities in the ever-changing crypto markets. Our strategies help users stay protected and hedged from volatility risks, while having the ability to generate outsized returns in any market, bull or bear. We amplify there. So I love this. When I saw this, I thought it was so cool, because it's something I've been looking into for my Noble Network token. The issue with my NFTs is because it's a real world brand with real world benefits that's got like real fiat value. It was difficult for me, especially launching at the start of 2022, to price my NFTs in Solana, because the value of them went down like fucking 80%, 70 to 90% somewhere. So then it's difficult to then have a real world brand or real world project based just on the Solana price, because that's volatile and we all love the volatility. We hope we catch it on the right side of the wave, but it's not nice when it's the other side of the wave. So unfortunately, like, that was one of my concerns with pairing the Noble Network token with just Solana. As that goes up and down, my fiat value of my fiat brand goes up and down. So what I was looking into is using certain trading bots to trade between Solana, USDC, and some other tokens, and allow for it to stabilize the volatility. It might go down sometimes, it might go up sometimes, but it will stabilize the volatility and allow you to hopefully catch more of the gains than the losses. So this seems like a project that's doing just that, whereas mine will be an umbrella of the various brands I run in the real world, and try and just keep that chart as true to the brand and the value of the brand as possible, as opposed to simply running with Solana or dropping with Solana. So a lot of people, they want to judge the value of a project by the USD value, but you've got to look at it as Solana, because the project's trading pairs with Solana. So if Solana goes up, the project didn't go up, but the USD value of the project goes up. So something like this helps to split that those losses and split the gains as well. You won't gain as much when you rally because it's hedged against it. Core strategies. Our initial strategies use powerful burgeoning trends like real yield, rebase, and others to generate cutting-edge yield innovation. These yield strategies stretch beyond the drought in stable coins and set the value for our native protocol token EEFI. Check them out. So Elastic Vault, that's the flagship hedging strategy. This one-of-a-kind strategy combines the benefits of rebase, force multiplier effect, and real yield sustainability. It helps users to protect against downtrends and amplify yield rewards during market uptrends. So that's the gist of it. For anyone that wants to look into investing in crypto and have your wins and losses hedged against the volatility of the market, EEFI is definitely something to look into. And then once again, shout out to Delicium. Let's go here somewhere. Where is it? They've got an About Us page, I think. But they're an AI project. They've got various aspects to the AI project. Let's just check the introduction. Delicium presents a streamlined architecture to underpin an advanced AI agent network and supporting ecosystem with focus on ensuring security, scalability, and high-speed communication. So make sure to check it out. This was what made me invest in it in December. I saw their partners and I was like, okay, not bad. I definitely should have put more than $30 into it, and I shouldn't have put $1,000 into Yoto, because that's down fucking 70% and this is up 17 times. But we can't go back in time. We can't change anything. This is just those lessons we learned. My smallest plays have had the most gains, and the two I had the most money in, I lost money. So that's what I've been dealing with the last couple of weeks. It's been tricky. People don't get this. Normies don't get it. Us degenerates, you've got to have like the mental strain and the emotional roller coaster you go on is absolutely ridiculous. I don't suggest it for a normal person, but it is quite something to overcome. And when you do overcome it, I'm sure we're all going to make it. But a lot of people are getting wrecked. I got wrecked on one or two projects. Roger, I feel like I got wrecked, man. As at one point I could have, it was worth like $3,000, and people were, this dude's insulting the investors. Next second it's worth like $500. That's a terrible fucking like downtrend, and it's just been going down for weeks. So yeah, good luck to anyone holding Roger. I hope it does well for you. I fortunately or unfortunately had to sell out, and I fucking wish I did it a month before. But yeah, we don't know these things. We can't tell the future. As Yotoshi's site says, we're not a fortune cookie. I wish that Yotoshi succeeds. I do see it going up. I'm not sure what it needs to be able to get there. I'm not sure where the dev is. He's not spoken to me since forever. Since he said he would talk to me and discuss the collaboration he was announcing, he goes ahead and ghosts me for the last month or so. So I don't mind. I just hope Yotoshi runs. They seem like they're putting in work. There's merch available. Peace out, guys. This probably wasn't the best video, but those still watching, I'm dealing with a lot at the moment. The hail destroyed 2 greenhouses and broke my tunnel. I lost a good amount of this year's income. So yeah, ups and downs in life, but I thought I'd share a real talk, and it's as real as it gets. There's my wins, there's my losses, there's some cool projects I'm looking into. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of the week. Take it easy, and remember, it's only money. The real things that matter in life is the connection you have with the people in your life. Make sure to have good memories with them. Don't sit looking at charts all day, because if you get wrecked, they're the ones that'll be there for you. If you moon, they're the ones that'll be there for you. The money doesn't fucking matter. Just have good fucking people around you. I've got some great people around me. Thanks to everyone that owns a noble NFT, and thank you for sitting at my table. All I can promise is that I'll give my life to bringing you value. God bless.